Alright, so I'm gonna be attempting to teach the basics of day trading, just over some random Minecraft gameplay, right? And before I start talking, I just want you to know that unlike what most people think day trading is, they just think it's a form of online gambling, but it really is a skill set that would allow you to live the rest of your life freely if you truly took the time to master it. And I'm gonna cut all the bullshit and jump straight to the video. I don't have a course to sell you. I'm not good enough to sell you a course, but I do know stuff about day trading that could benefit any people in any time of their life. And I'm gonna start by explaining what a candlestick is. So maybe you've seen someone LARPing at a cafe doing whatever bullshit online in reels, but some of them may have a chart of a stock pulled up. And in day trading, we, especially from what I'm doing, which is called futures, we trade on the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. These two, you probably heard your grandma mention it to you, or most people already know this, right? It's the best index funds to just put your money in and forget. But in day trading, we capitalize off of tiny movements in those charts to make profits. Now, back to what I was saying, when you see random uppers around pulling up charts of stocks and whatever, some of them, instead of a line on your screen, it actually shows something called candlesticks. And candlesticks basically just marks the fluctuation of price depending on the time. So for example, right now I am on the 1 minute time frame, which indicates every single one of those candles. I have my settings set to blue and black because I'm not a pussy. I don't really like seeing green and red on my screen all day. But I have my chart set to blue and black, and every single one of those candle looking things, it's 1 minute of market data. And there is two types of candles. There is a bullish candle and a bearish candle. Let's dig into the bullish candle first. So what it is, I'm going to change this color to green because a bullish candle is mostly green. What it is, it's basically a rectangle, and the bottom, remember we're only talking about a bullish candle here. The bottom of the candle, it's where the minute started. It's where price was at when the candle started to form. And the top of the candle is where price was at when the candle has finished forming. Right now you can see on this screen here, there is something more than just this simple rectangle, right? There is a line here, and most of the candles, there's a line on the bottom and a line on the top. Now what that means, let me just draw the line here. This is where price went during the candle formation. So for example, this bullish candle opened here, right? At some point, it could have gone all the way down here. And at one point, it went all the way up here. But at the end, it closed over here, right? So that's what a normal candle looks like. On the other hand, if we draw a red candle, which in this case means a bearish candle, it opened at the high, because if it's bearish, it's going down. And let me just add the lines really quick. It opened right here. At some point, it went all the way up here, and at some point, it went all the way down here, but eventually, it closed right here. And I think candles is the most easy to grasp and the most fundamental thing in trading, because if you decide to be a full-time trader, you're going to spend all of your fucking day looking at boring pieces of pixels on your screen, and those pixels are mainly just candles. But candles could tell you a lot about how price is moving and how price is going to move in the future. And that's really the essence of day trading. And I'm only going to teach about probably two things in this video. And the second thing I'm going to talk about would be trends. So going back to the whole LARPer thing, you might hear people outside talking about, oh, the market is bullish today, the market is bearish today, right? And what bullish means, honestly, is just the market is going up. And what bearish means is just the other side of things, right? The market is going down. So what a bullish structure would look like would be price going up here. Basically, if you just look, price is always going up, right? And what a bearish structure means is started here, going down. And that's what a bearish structure looks like. Now, in day trading, these structures are mostly used to predict with a higher probability of where price is going next. And If we look at the trend, we can see that in a bullish trend, the price makes a higher high and a higher low and a higher high and a higher low. While in a bearish trend, price makes a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and a lower high. So it just keeps going down. And probably in the next video, I'm gonna explain in detail what a high and a low is. But you should just remember that if price has been going up, you should expect it to go up for the time that you will be trading. And if the price is going down, then there is a higher probability of it keep going. Then there is a higher probability of it keep dumping during the time that you are trading. Now, there is a lot of things that could be added to that, but I'm trying to keep this first video as simple. If anyone wants to start learning about what day trading really is, because I know I'm speaking a lot of buzzwords right now, I don't want to make that any worse, because on YouTube, my audience is still quite vague, so I'm not going to drop any advanced keywords for people who are just randomly scrolling on YouTube, right? And that is basically the first video I'm gonna make for the basics of day trading. If it goes well, I'm gonna make a second one. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna stop this here and then just keep yapping on Minecraft.